How I made Visages Lunar Eclipse featuring Strategy free plugin. I'm just going to show you. This is the tune. And then my version. I'll play you through the full thing of what I've done. I've done up to the bit when it changes to 140. Cool, so let me talk you through what I've done. We'll start with the drums. I'll go from the group. I've put a Pro MB on my group, and of course utility, bass mono up to here and spread it. So the bottom is mono, top bit spread. Let me know if it's sounding in mono, guys, because I'm a bit confused with my technical setup. If the whole video is coming out in mono anyway. Let me know in comment section, okay? So I've got my kick snare here, this clap, and this other high clap, which I've filtered the top. So together, both from a trap sample pack, common trap claps those, and then we've got these sort of effects here. So it's envelope. See the envelope here, fully up, and it's just giving it EQ like that. So I've got one on the top, one on the bottom. Just gives it a bit more movement. Got the Saturn on there, and I think I've boosted probably these high end tones a little bit, and then this EQ with the dynamic thing here, which is very cool. You just drag it here and it'll just bounce the EQ as it gets played, which obviously sounds quite brilliant. Hats, I've gated my hats to my kick snare. Same with the Saturn, I just boosted the high end frequencies, just distorted them a bit. And this electro hat, Air Windows free plugin. Dry wet, get it where you want it. These effects, a couple of these effects are from the trap sample pack too. And what I did was I used my grain sample, put a ride cymbal through portal. It's in one of the sample packs, in sample pack 4. So I've got some white noise, and it's sidechained to the kick. And we've got this grain riser from the sample packs, reverse cymbal, and the ride grain. Got more ride grain down here. And what I would suggest, guys, is just jump in somewhat granulator, portal, even grain delay, and just come up with some cool stuff. You can just reverse it for your risers. This one, that's a cool effect from one of the trap sample packs. You can, it's in most effects packs, something like that. And this tone is just a sine wave from SERUM. It's all got the M bit on it, like we talked about in the last video. I rolled off the dry wet, drive it a bit, and roll down here. So I'm driving it up to 2500 hertz. Anything above that, it's cutting through normally. Gives it rounds off the top end. Mid bass, just like that. Got a saturator, M bit. It's a triangle wave, and it's got a basic shaped sine wave coming through it. I put the semitone up just one because I must have put the wrong MIDI note in. But we've got 0 octaves on here, 3 octaves on here. A ramp here on envelope, and it's half a bar, and it's on the FM there. It's on this band past 12. And we've got the alpha noise, it's also on there. The sweep, I've put it here as well. Press pause, and then you drag that to here. And then it's here, look, it's on the bandpass. Bit of chorus, screen filter, start set. I've got this LF on the filter, and a bit of reverb finally. And then what I did was copied it, and I just cut it short. And then your main bass is finally, get to these guys here. Okay, so you've got your first one, your MIDI notes, D and D sharp. Got an auto filter on it just to round off the top, boosted it a little bit. We've got an amp, Bearing in mind this group here has been processed, I'll just show you my group first, and it has got the M bit. So I've driven it by 13 dB, and then it's driven all the way up to 400 Hz. So you can control it there. Dry wet's rolled back a little bit. Now, we talked about that in the last video. That M bit's just going to give it that hardware vibe, which is obviously cool and fat and warm. Saturation, got some multiband compression, all EQ, bass mono up to 500 and then spread, all that cool stuff, and this EQ here. But within my SERUM, show you how I got this note. Random's down, phase point here, phase down here. I've got the air can noise and direct out. I've got this second sine wave on direct out. That's that more square sine wave, which is fatter. And then I've got this mellow but unstable from analog. Unison 2, read this one by 12. I've actually FM'd from sub as well, and I've gone up 3 octave, 4 semitone. Cool, and my CPU's going crazy. Now I copied this sub here, lowered the filter on this one, and I put another volcano filter, and I've gone down the octave. This part is more subby because that's when these mid basses happen. And then finally the third bass, and I've put on it, it's back to 3 octaves again, but we've got this now, we've got quarter note triplets, and the smooth, remember when that smooth's on full, we've got no LFO action. So let me just point it out to you. This smooth here is on full, so it's smooth, and then triplets. Can't really hear it that much. Let me try to go down a bit. Can hear it a bit there. My CPU's going mad anyway. Okay, other than that, you've got straight hats. 2, 3. It's got the 1, 2, 3 hat we talked about, and then in with the faster hats there. CPU, really good producers, really good, great tune, one of my favourite tunes. So I thought I'd just break that down for you guys. Hopefully that helps somebody.